looking to put a drive together. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Again, it's Johnson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
To throw is Rodgers.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
So the completion gets him just a yard. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
that is caught.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They give up the middle to Johnson.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Joshua Hines-Allen there on the stop.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Rodgers now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
Get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, smash! Hey, Soko, hot.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
The Ravens at 7-5 now in the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hey, go.
Now Lawrence. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense.
Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
11.
Here's Lawrence. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Hey, Rob Silver.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Second and 10.
Unlock right. Red on red. Hey, Soko. 30 left. Hey, check that. Here we go.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Soko's hot.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
11, again. Red.
Lawrence.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield.
Hey, easy.
They go play action with Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here.
Hey,
and now this is 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
Hard throw, incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will tie us at 3-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
No. Blue 58. Get back. 630. Hey, 626. Blue 58.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
These are 24. Think right open. Turn. This is hot.
Lawrence will throw. That will dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Son, this is hot. Think right.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, run. Hey, Ginger, touch. No, street. Here we go, sir.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 9 yards is the loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Hey, tomato. Hey, kill.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3.
While they're able to come away with the interception, Charles, they aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, You have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Rodgers.
This one finds Austin out right.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt.
And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Hey, easy, route.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Hey, son. Silver.
Running left, here's Mitchell.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. They'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Well, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Nabi Matabike
Able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3rd and 19.
Now Rodgers.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence.
That's to Mitchell out of the backfield.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Now 2nd and 9.
Hey, kill. Hey, Dick. Hey, I'm gun.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Easy. Tomato. Go. Take right open.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Oh, it's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Hey, center. Go, let's go. 11. Here we go.
Second down and goal. Lawrence to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
All right, let's go.
They'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
And this one is right through. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
This 2nd and 4.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here. Here, Mike. Yeah, this. Screen again.
Rodgers going to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people would think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing is Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. the pickup there.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you need one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away.
The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Right, let's go.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
This is intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Rodgers now to throw.
That completes it again to Metcalf. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers have evened the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8.
Thanks to 24. 11, and Soko, Hunt.
Here's Lawrence to throw. On target to his man, Likely.
A gain there of 21 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more scars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Lawrence.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey.
Lawrence now off the bootleg.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Lawrence. And he rifles one incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful, because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They go to Johnson again. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Here's Rodgers to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Johnson running right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
57 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. From the 46, here's 2nd and a couple.
158.
Up the middle, Johnson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
The left side caught by the tight end fire move.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39.
In motion right, that's Metcalf.
And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a hole.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
319.
On the give, it's Warren.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
319. Go.
Warren again. And he will again run into a wall as he is stopped at the 4-yard line.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
258. Back foot. Hey, take 26. Inside.
Looking to throw. Rodgers forced out to his left. And he's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Steelers will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, Ron.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And it's a run to maneuver.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Thomas brings it in. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end.
Yes, down by a touchdown. They needed a big play here quickly, and they got one. And now, plenty of time. No need to panic, but you do need to move quickly.
Henry is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
2nd down, goal to go. Here's Lawrence.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
The Ravens go with a 2-point conversion.
Ginger, 11. 30 left. Here we go.
Lawrence.
And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
Steelers 16.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line.
14-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now Rodgers.
And that is incomplete.
Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The towels are waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's 3rd down.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And got his man complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Rodgers to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
To throw is Rodgers. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
26.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here.
318. Give it. Get 300. Get 300. 300.
He'll look to throw.
That is incomplete.
One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip, try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team, and try and get to the end zone that way.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Lawrence to a knee, and that will write a finish to this one.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this